Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another Savage Saturday comic review, and this is number 3. And we got a nice book that we're going to be reviewing today. But first, I want to thank everybody that's been tuning into the channel this week. I know I've put out a lot of content, and I want to thank everybody who's been regularly watching it. I really do appreciate it. And I'm going to try to keep putting content out there for you guys to enjoy, and I hope it's worth your time. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, I just put this Conan the Barbarian, the Crawler in the Mist record. I played the record while flipping through the comic. And check that video out. It was a lot of fun. Kind of a blast from the past. It takes you back to 1976. Listening to the old vinyl and flipping through a comic book. It was a lot of fun. And I've gotten good feedback on it. And people seem to be enjoying it. And I hope if you haven't checked it out, you will. And give it a try for yourself. But having said that, let's get on to our Savage Saturday comic review. And this week's review is a one-shot, Red Sonja Blue. Alright, and this came out, I believe, 2010-ish. Let's see. 2011, 1 year off. Alright, so our writer is Peter Brett, and he's a novelist, and they have some of his novels promoted here on the back cover. Alright, and this was his first shot at Red Sonja, I believe. The art is by Walter Giovanni, and the cover is by Walter Giovanni. So, I'm going to start doing a grading system on these, and so the first thing we're going to grade on this is the cover. We're going to give this cover an A+. This cover has exactly what I like in a Red Sonja cover. She's battle ready, she's got a torch out, she's going through some dwelling, and she's on her guard. She's a warrior. And Red Sonja being a warrior is always going to get a good grade from me, as opposed to her just being a pinup, which she is not. Alright, so the story we're going to give a B+. The strength of this story, and the really impressive thing about this story, is Peter Brett really captures who Red Sonja is. He understands this character, and you get that instantly upon reading her. Really captures her essence, her fierceness as a warrior, her cunning as a warrior, and just the strength of her word, and how it speaks to who she is. If Sonja gives her word, Sonja's not going back on her word. And he captures the Red Sonja character beautifully, and for that, for characterization, he gets an A+. I think I said B+, I was looking at the wrong thing. The story got a B+. The characterization gets an A+. And then we're going to go to the interior art, which is an A+ as well. So I'll show you some of this. And again, I had reversed that for a second. The characterization is definitely an A+. The story a B+. Alright, and you can see the interior art is definitely an A+. We're going to get to a couple other panels here. Alright, a little bit of savage action going on. And so the basic premise of the story is Sonja, who's been a feared general for a while, for over like the last year. She's not a general in a war anymore. She's not fighting or leading anybody's armies. She's looking for someplace to hole up for the winter. And so she needs lodging. She needs food. She needs her ale. She's got to have her cups, right? And she comes across this tavern, and the tavern owner is this woman who's the mother of this boy growing up. He's almost a man. He's 18, 19. She wants to marry him off, but he gets kidnapped by this evil wizard, and he's locked up in the tower. And Sonja's sent to save this boy. And if she can save the tavern keeper's owner's son, then she gets her free lodging, food, and ale for the winter. And so she's warm, she's fed, and she's got her merriment, right? So, the cool thing about this is this goes into one of her alternate suits. If any of you have followed Red Sonja, she has a blue outfit that she wears also. It wasn't always the chainmail bikini. There was a period in time where she had the blue outfit, and this will tell you where she gets the blue outfit. In the midst of the battle, her bikini armor gets broken, and she's got to take it to repair. And she slays a demon, ends up in her trademark, other trademark armor, the blue armor, or the blue skin, which is what it was. It wasn't really armor. And she saves the innkeeper's son. And that's the basic premise, the start of it. The rest of it is you got the trip back to the inn where they meet more resistance, and Sonja's trying to teach the innkeeper's son a little bit about life. He's a little green. He doesn't want what his mom wants for him, and he wants to be an adventurer, or he wants to live life and just be free and have adventures. He doesn't want any of the actual responsibilities of adulthood. And Sonja's trying to teach him that he's not ready for that. He's not a warrior. And that's coming through in the story. In some of the things in the dialogue that he says, and some of the things, and some of the ways that he reacts, right? So, Sonja gets back. Her pact is complete. She's got food and lodging, and she's set for the winter. And the innkeeper, she's just thankful to have her son back, and her son's still being defiant. She's trying to tell Sonja not to take him seriously, that he doesn't mean anything. He's still a boy growing up. And Sonja, although not the most patient person, does have understanding for humans and, you know, for her fellow man. And she knows that he's young, he's impetuous, he doesn't really understand everything there is to understand, and she's trying to clue him in and tell him. And part of what comes up in this story, which is cool, is her vow to the goddess that helped save her life. And they ask, why the vow? Why not just break it? What are the consequences if you break it? Are you sure that something's going to happen? Sonja doesn't know, but that wasn't the point of the vow to her. She gave her word, and she's never going to go back on her word. She could test it anytime she wants, she just won't. Sonja is a character of her word. And once it's given, it's not broken, right? Okay, so that's the basic premise. And so she's trying to teach him, and there's a sudden conclusion to this, and it's a very fitting conclusion, and it's not jarring, it's kind of half expected, but it's so fitting, and it fits in so well with the journey that's going on in the book. So the story gets a B+. Now, you're asking why it gets a B+ when I just told you that the cover is an A+, the interior art's an A+, the characterization's an A+. And the thing that drags it down to a B+ is the same thing that drags a lot of these books down to a B+ or lower, is the supporting characters, right? The wizard is who the wizard is, all right? There's always a wizard. They're always the same kind of character. They're either rich and want to rule the world, or they want to raise a demon and be beholden to the demon and get power from the demon. So that sort of thing. So we've seen it. It's a trope. The trope works well in the story. And the other characters in the story that treat Sonja with no respect because she's a woman. All right, you can only see that so many times, and that gets a little old, right? And then Sonja kills some of them, of course, proving her warrior's worth. Well, you don't have to prove it every story. At this point, her legend should be enough that when people hear her name, they give her some respect and some distance. Oh, Red Sonja? Hey, come on through. Nope, no one's bothering you here, right? But still, those tropes exist, and those are the tropes that get tiresome. So that dragged it down a little bit. It's still got to be for supporting characters, because I like the tavern keeper, the mom to the son that hired Sonja. She was a fun character. She wasn't at all, I didn't find her at all tropey. She's running her inn, she's running her business, she cares for her son, she wants the best for her son, and she treats Sonja with respect. And thought her character was really strong too, and that was one of the other bright spots of this comic. And the conclusion of the story, like I said, was sudden, but the conclusion gets a B+. Life doesn't always go as planned. It shows that here in the conclusion. I'm not going to ruin anything for you. There's some events that happen. I want this to be a light review. I don't want it to be a giveaway. And so the other thing I'm going to go into is the price of this book. So looking on eBay, this book is going from anywhere from $12 to $20 with and without shipping. So it's a good read. If you're a Red Sonja fan, I think this one's a must in your collection. It really characterizes her beautifully, and it's a great addition. I might buy the other cover just so I have both. But overall, I thought this was a great story. I really, really enjoyed it. And the overall grade I would give it, because I got some B pluses and A pluses in there, I would give it an overall grade of an A. A really solid story, a really fun story. As in most stories, there's tropes, but they either fit well in the story or they don't, and these were fine. And yeah, really solid A. So that's my recommendation and my comic review for Savage Saturday Edition 3. And that was Red Sonja Blue. And I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Hope everyone's having a great, safe New Year's weekend. I hope you guys are enjoying your family. And until next time, keep it casual.